Today we're back in my bathroom and I am continuing to answer questions that I get asked all the time, either privately or in the comment section. And today is going to be focused on the tools that I use. So many people want to know, how do you use all of your tools? Do you use them all together? Do you use them by themselves? And the answer is really both. It all depends. I have been playing with tools and skincare for over half of my life. I'm very, very familiar with my own skin and what it needs. And I think that that's the most important thing that we can do on our skincare journey, is to really pay attention to the changes your skin goes through, how it really reacts to certain tools or products. So for me, I have learned through trial and error and just playing around, my friends, with different things. And I do have 3 tools in particular that I use all the time. Sometimes I will just do a isolated area that may be starting to look a little bit more aged than the rest of my face. Or sometimes if I really need a whole lot of self-care, self-love, I will do all of them. I will close the bathroom door and spend hours in here. Of course, everything else that I am responsible for must be done. And I realize it's hard if you're watching me and you have a full-time job or you have small children that really need you. But I do think in that case, let's say, that's when you need to learn to alternate things and just steal that 10-20 minutes for one of these tools, or just masking, or just relaxing. So today I am going to, because these are the 3 things that I am asked all the time. How do you use your microcurrent with your NUA? And this is my brand new NUA. I do have another one. I love my NUA. This here I've had for probably 6 years. I should say this one was sent to me about 6 years ago, but this one I just recently purchased because I love this so much, and I'm afraid it will either stop working on me one day, because I don't know how much this shelf life is for this. So I did get another one and it was on sale. Not sure that sale is still running, but I will put all the information below for you, and you can go and research for yourself. But anyway, I did get my new NUA, so I'm going to be using that today, and my LED mask. So I'm going to show you how I use all of these, how I incorporate using face mask or eye mask and lip mask with them. You don't have to, but we are trying to really get everything done. Sometimes this is possible as well. All right, so the first thing you want to do before you use any of these tools, and especially these 2, any microcurrent you use or the NUA, and yes, I have used the NuFace in the past and I have loved it, but this is the microcurrent that I have been using for probably the last year now. So before you use either one of these, it's very important to have cleansed skin, and I use the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Cleanser because it has no oil. You don't want to have anything on your skin when doing either one of these tools. With the Truth Treatment LED, infrared LED face mask, you can incorporate your serums or mask underneath it. You can also use the mask. If this is too strong for you, you can buffer it with a sheet mask, the Truth Treatment. Now the NuFace, you cannot. It is not like that. All right, so my headbands, I get asked about these all the time. These I do purchase in a professional hair store. I have tried to find these online for you. I cannot, but I do link some very similar on Amazon. The ones I use, in case you really want to do your own research and try to find them, are these are the luxury headbands from Pervonia, and they are timeless. And this is what they look like. They come 3 to a pack. And they're very nice, very soft. They actually stretch a little bit. They stay in place, and I do throw them in the wash machine and use them over and over and over again. Of course, if you're professional, you shouldn't reuse these, but you could give it to your client to take home with her. All right, you will also need, for the microcurrent, you are going to need some sort of conducting gel in my research, my opinion, aloe vera does not work. It does not help the microcurrent get to where it needs to be. But if that's what you're using and that's what you want to use, you keep right on doing it. But for me, a conducting gel is a must. Bay Harbor Beauty has a 24 karat gold conducting gel, and this one here is off of Amazon. It works perfectly fine. The New Face conducting gel. With the Truth, they do have their own conducting gel. It's called Electroderm. I do use this one, but I will say, if this is too much of an investment after this for you, go ahead and use a different conducting gel. However, of course, Truth Treatment is going to tell you that you get the best benefits using them together. I do have it, so I'm going to use it, but sometimes I squeeze this one in or this one. It doesn't matter. But today I will use this one. So I do start out, when I'm going to use all three of them, I do start out with the one that I will say is probably the least comfortable, but by no means uncomfortable for me, but you do feel the current, so it's not as relaxing as the other two. However, I love it. I love it. And the microcurrent is a little bit different than the Nua or the LED. Those are working on collagen and elastin. This one is really working on muscle stimulation. Just like we work out the muscles on our body, the more we work out, the more toned, the tighter those muscles become. That is what we want to do for the face. We want to keep those muscles working so it really holds the face up. Okay, so that's all I can really say about that. So I'm going to get started. I'm not going to do the whole treatment in real time because I have done several videos on this. They will be linked below for you if you really want to know the nitty-gritty about microcurrent. All right, so first we start out with our clean skin on a no oil cleanser, important. And then I'm going to go ahead, now I overuse this. They say you don't need as much, but I go ahead and overuse it. But I'm just gonna go ahead, and usually so it doesn't dry out, you do section by section, but because I know my face so well, I'm just gonna breeze through this. And it shouldn't really take you that long. You can just do it around certain areas. You can do your whole face or not. So I have the conducting gel, the Electroderm on my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. And you have a couple of different settings on this. Again, my other videos go into detail. And I start and I am just going to move in a nice, even gliding motion. And I cover the whole area, and I may go 3 or 4 times. I'm going to time it that I go 5 swipes in each area, and then I'm just going to go ahead and continue on to my face. Now, if you start to feel prickliness, you don't have enough conducting gel on, so you need to put a little bit more on. Okay, so I'm going to shut up now and move right along. I'm done with my NRGY microcurrent treatment. So now I'm just going to take a warm cloth, and I happen to have some magically sitting right over here, and wipe the residue of the Electroderm conductor off. Now my face may get red from wiping this off. It has nothing to do with the actual product. All right, so my skin is ready for the new one now, and I did touch on this briefly in my video. I have done videos over the last probably 5 years using the new one. I haven't done a lot of videos using it, but I do love this. I use it all the time. It's very similar to the one I just took you on a road trip, except for this is the at-home use, but it's got the 3 deep. It heats up. it heats up to a certain temperature, and then it goes into the dermal layer, which then makes the dermis think, oh, something's damaging me. I need to build more collagen, and it also helps with elastin. So the elasticity of your skin will improve, and it also helps your own collagen production. I love my NRGY, and it's very, very easy to use. Now, it does come with the unit itself. It comes with a tube of the conducting gel, and it comes with its own charger, of course, and it comes with a cute little bag to keep it in. So I use the sensitive because my skin could not handle the regular. It was too strong in scent for me. Now, my new unit did come with the delicate. This older unit did not. It came with the regular, and I had to get the sensitive. So we're gonna go ahead and use the sensitive. So it stays plugged in, and then you just switch it on, and you'll notice there's a blue light in the front. Now, with this one, you put a strip of the conducting gel over the metal bars. That's very important. And as I mentioned in the last video that I did this, if you move in smaller directions, you actually feel the heat more. I feel it's then doing a little more. It's going even deeper, which I love. Or if that's too warm for you, you cannot burn yourself unless you stop. If you stop and stay in place, then you're gonna burn yourself. With the conducting gel on and moving in a nice, even rotation, you can go up and down or in small circles, whatever's most comfortable for you. But I like to keep the area a little bit smaller, and you can work in ulcerated areas. I go right over my lips. I'm trying to really build a lot of collagen in the lips, so I use this. So I'm going to go ahead and just press that button, and you'll see that light starts to flash. When I first put this on, it stays blue. And I'm just going to spread that conducting gel around in the area that I'm going to use. And then I'm just going to keep going in a circle, or you can go back and forth, whatever's comfortable in your hand. I just go in small circles, and then it will turn green. Once it turns green, it lets you know that it has reached the temperature where it starts to really work, and you'll feel it. It's nice and warm. It's like a warm bath. It's green now, so it has reached the temperature where it is starting to work, and you can stay in that small area, or you can do your section, whatever you prefer. I like to stay in the smaller area. Takes me a little bit longer, but it's worth it, and I do stay in areas that I think need it more, meaning these and around my lips, but I do my whole face. And it is timed for 4 minutes each section. Now, there are people who cannot use this tool. It does tell you right on the site. So go ahead and go on over to the site and really read and see if you are someone who does not qualify for this. It has to do with your health issues and also your skin tone. But if not, I do have a code, Tammy 10, that I think gets you either 10% or $10. I think it's 10% off. And like I said, when I purchased my second one, it was on sale. Now, I don't know if the sale was only for a few days or not. But anyway, I'm going to continue on with this. And like I said, you can do this. It might take a little bit longer if you stay small sections. For me, I just prefer that. You'll see that it gets a little bit red, but not irritated. It's not burning. But if it's too warm for you, just really widen the area that you're working. And I will do this over my whole face. I don't really spend too much time on my forehead because I really don't need it there. But I do spend a lot of time in the lower part of my face and my neck. So I'm going to go ahead and breeze through this, and it will shut off. So now I'm going to move to the next section. I try to time it so I'm doing at least 2 minutes in each small area. But if I were doing the full area, I would do the full 4 minutes right here. Okay? So that was 4. It clicked to let me know that 4 minutes was up. So now I need to put a little bit more of the gel on. You put more gel on in each section that you go to. And now I'll do my neck area so you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and press. Now, it will not take as long to heat up once you've started. So we're gonna go ahead and put the conducting gel all along the area we're gonna work. I don't go right over the thyroid. I stay out of this area. Really working at, I do work here a lot because this is starting to get a little saggy on me, friends, a little saggy. But see, it's turned green now. So I'll just stay in that area. Sometimes I'll count, you know, don't go too fast. Don't go like this. Really try to get your rhythm. When you're not talking, it's much easier. And then I just move along. So now I'm going to move on to the mouth. Again, every time you start a new section, you have to put a little more gel on here. You do go through a lot of gel. Again, it's going to be blue. I'm going to turn it on and do the whole mouth area. It's turned green. It has not done anything for my lip lines. I know I'm going to get asked that. It has not. My lip lines are really, really bad. I don't think you can really see on camera how bad my lip lines are, but they are bad. And many years ago, I tried the Botox above. I hated it. I couldn't chew my food. I felt like water was going to drip out of my mouth. So I never had it done again. I think I had it done when I was 57 and I'm 63 now. And I will say that I had my dermatologist in Buffalo wanted to do the laser on the upper part of my lip to see if it helped with lip lines because he was just getting it in. And he didn't know if he wanted to put it on the menu because he didn't know if it was going to work. Well, they did an 8-week treatment on me and it did nothing. I actually think it made it worse. I really do. So he does not even offer it because it did absolutely nothing for my lip lines. And I would. So that was 4 minutes on the lip area. So now I'm going to move up underneath the eye area. And I'm going to put a little more of the gel on. I'm going to turn it on. You can go right up underneath the eye, but I do not go over the eye socket. So notice, you can go either way. You can turn it that way and keep going, or you can go up underneath the eye. Now, I have been asked this question, what about fat loss? Now, I have read, there are a few things that you read about this can cause fat loss. If that is true, I'm gonna be using this on my belly every single day, maybe all day long. But I can't really say, I've been using it for so long and I still have very plump cheeks. You know, I have a lot of fat underneath, a fat pocket here. So that's why I appear so hollowed here, because the face with age, no matter what you do to it, it does drop a little. So where this used to be sitting up here, it's now down. But I still have that fat pocket underneath my eyes. And I still have, you know, really good cheeks. And believe it or not, that is a cheekbone right there. And I still have a lot of fat in it. So I don't know, it is a possibility that's something you're going to have to, you know, research and decide for yourself. Is something like this worth it? And then I'll go up over the temple area. So I go up over the eye, and then you can go on the forehead. I don't spend much time on the forehead. Maybe, you know, half a minute or so. Back around the eye, temple. I work on the temple a lot. All right, so that is the whole right side of my face and neck done. You can also do this on the chest area, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this area and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have finished the complete treatment. Now, if you were going to do your whole face, you would do, you know, your forehead, you would split your face in half. So 4, 4, 4, 4, maybe 4, 4 here, and then 4, 4 here. And that's how long it will take you to do a full treatment if you want to get the most from your NUA. So with the NUA, all you do is you clean it off. You can just use a damp cloth and wipe it off, and then on, and then it's as simple as turning it off, and that is it. All right, so now you must wipe the conducting gel off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have really been focusing it on here. I do a little extra time here to try to help, you know, give some fullness back to that lower lip. Now, here is where you can make the choice to do whatever you want. You can go ahead and put your sheet mask on before your LAD. Truth Treatment does say that their mask works very well with serums and also with their mask. As I mentioned, you can also put the mask on and use it with your NRGY as a buffer in case it's too strong for you. So now, if you're going to use this all on its own, it is just a matter, and what's really nice about this one, it has a cord, but you can tuck it into something and just walk around and do things, or you can relax with it. So we turn it on, and then we adjust them up or down. I want it up the strongest, so I'm turning it all the way up. I'm going to put the mask on, and I would simply leave it on. It's timed, it shuts off all by itself. I love that it has the eye protector because I can keep my eyes open, and I could even read if I wanted to. And it's really great. It also has a blue light in case you have acne. It will help you with your acne, but I always use the red because obviously I don't have acne, and I always keep it up full strength. So I'm going to leave this on until it turns off, and I will be back after that. I find this to be very comfortable. It is a little heavier, but it has the silicone pads around the eyes. Because of this, it really stays on your head and your face where it needs to be, and it also really covers the whole surface of my face. So the light is hitting everywhere, and also I have a very narrow, sharp bone in the bridge of my nose, or as the bridge of my nose. And any other LED face mask that I've worn, outside of the soft cloth ones, has really always hurt that bone. This one, because it is shaped and created, it does not lay or hurt that bone. But I really love that I can go and do a load of laundry. If I want to go outside, I can even take my dogs out, and this will just shut off in, I think it's 20 minutes. But anyway, I am usually either relaxing or doing something, so the time just goes by me. I don't even know when it's on or off. It's on now. So I'm gonna let this run its course, and I'll be right back. So the LED mask shut off. It's 25 minutes. So I was able to do a couple loads of laundry. I was able to take one out of the wash machine and put one in the dryer, and then play with my doggy girls for a few minutes. And it's very comfortable. Really, all you need to do is tuck this someplace and you're good to go. All right, so now because I didn't do the mask during, I'm gonna go ahead and put some mask on. Now, it's going to seem a bit excessive to some of you, but I am the masking queen of YouTube. So this is what I do, and I'm keeping it real with you. So let me just first start out by saying, if you use a sheet mask, you do not need to do one for your lips or your eyes, but I'm going to, because I want to show you what I do, because I treated my under eye area and I also treated my lip area. And I find when I use the NUA, I see a slight difference in the way things perform afterwards. So I don't know if it's because of the heat, but I'm going to do it like I do it. Okay, so today I'm going to use my Shiseido. I have been using these for over 20 years. Pure Retinol Express Smoothing Mask from Shiseido. I think you can buy these in individual packs to give them a try and see if you like them. But I used to work for Shiseido many years ago. And I still love the line very much. And I think their masks are gorgeous. So they come in a little pack like this. So I'm just going to take one out. And there's a lot of solution on these. It's a good amount. So I go ahead and I'm going to put it all the way up to the corner. I'm going to try to get it as close to under the lashes as I can. And I'm going to really focus in on those crow's feet. But notice this mask really covers nicely. So we'll go ahead and do the other side. And I just leave this on as long as I leave all the other masks on. So going underneath my Truth treatment is not a problem. Okay, so there my eyes are treated. Now, once I put the lip mask on, I won't be able to talk, and I'm going to put it on first and leave this all on for about 20 minutes. And this is the time that you really want to relax, but you don't have to. If you're someone that is pressed for time and you need to get other things done while you're doing this, you're a multitasker, then perhaps you have the silicone mask cover that goes over that will hold them all in place. And then you can just go about doing your chores and then come back when it's all done. So I'm gonna go ahead and, this is the first time I'm using this lip mask. It's the Flash Patch Hydrating Lip Gels from Patchology. And then I've used this one a million times. Well, maybe not a million, but at least 100. And I absolutely love this mask and I will continue to use it. I am a true cheerleader for Truth Treatment System skincare line. It is fabulous. Even though I dabble with other things, it is a fabulous skincare line. So I'm gonna go ahead with the lip, put this on about 20 minutes. Sometimes I've been known to go a little bit longer, but nevertheless. And then I'll come back and show you what my skin looks like after my mask. So we're gonna go ahead and open this one. This is what the lip mask looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and open that up. Let's see, this has a little film on it. So let's go ahead and remove the film. And we're gonna take this out of here. Whoops. And put it over. Okay, so I massaged all of that solution in. None of these masks need to be rinsed off except for the one on my neck, which I'm just going to take a warm cloth and I'm going to go over my neck and just remove that. And that was the Sanita's Revitalizing Mask, I believe. So that is it for my treatment, but I do want to go ahead and follow up with my skincare. So I'm going to start with my Stem Factor from Osmosis. And I find I need very little of these products, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap it. So I distribute it, and then I will go ahead and massage it in. And then I'm going to follow up. Now today I'm going to use the Catalyst. I've been alternating the Truth Treatment C Serum, and today I'm going to use the Catalyst AC11. This is the vitamin C serum for osmosis. Again, a very small amount is needed. Touch it onto the skin, all over the neck. It may be too much for your neck. Remember, it is L-ascorbic acid. So if you're someone who has a sensitivity to it, either learn how to play with it, which for me means alternating it, but I like getting the benefits from both. And then I'm going to go in with the Rescue, which is the Epidermal Repair Serum from Osmosis. Again, you don't have to use anything I use. You go with your skincare routine. So the Rescue, again, a small amount goes a long way. Gonna tap it all over, and then I'm going to massage that in. And then they have what's called their Boost. This is kind of their activator. I just take it and spritz it. It comes out in a very fine mist. I spritz it on the face and the neck, and then I go ahead and massage all that in. So now I'm going to go around my eye area, and I'm going to use the eye serum from NeoGenesis. I've talked about this before. I think this is probably my second or third of this. You need very small amount. These are very, very concentrated formulas, so you do not need to overuse. I'm going to go ahead and just tap that all around, going over the brow bone. And then I'll give it a quick little massage. And I'm trying the Osmosis MD Refresh. Now it has an applicator, but I'm not real crazy about them. So I just take a small amount, and I'm going to tap that over my serum. There are areas on my face that I really do pay more attention to, and my eye area is one of them because I am seeing my age there. Remember, we cannot stop it, but I'm gonna give it my best try. So I'm going to finish up with my moisturizer, and this is from Osmosis MD. This is the Enrich. It is a restorative face and neck cream. I have used this only a couple of times, and I am in love with it. So I'm going to go ahead and use some today. Just gonna take a little, I take a pretty good amount because I'm gonna use it on my neck and my face. So what I do is I first put it in my fingertips, and then I'm going to tap all areas of my face. And then what's left over, I will put on my neck. And then I will go ahead and massage this into my skin. It is beautiful. Gives you a beautiful glow. It really is hydrating. It's beautiful. And I will finish up with a tapping of my fingertips. And then just press to finish. And there you have it. Look how beautiful the skin looks. I love all three of these tools. Now, I know I'm going to get the question, well, if you could only get one, which one would you get? It depends on what your goals are. If you want muscle toning, then you're going to go with your current, your microcurrent. If you are trying to build collagen, you're going to have to decide between the NUA and the LED. I love both, but I have been using the NUA much longer, and I love it. I love all three of these tools, as I have mentioned. I do some days just do one, but for the most part, my microcurrent and my NUA have become regulars because, you know, I'm noticing that the collagen is disappearing with menopause. All right, my friends, so that is it for today's video. This is how I use my facial tools. It's how I've been using them for years. All right, friends, so that is it for today's video. Let us know in the comments if you're using any of these tools. Do you use just one? Do you use two? Or are you like me and use all three of them? And how do you fit it into your day? And please don't leave me a comment who has time for this, because all of us have time to take care of ourselves, because no one else, my friends, is going to show up and take care of you but you. So if you haven't already subscribed on your way out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. Hit the bell that lets you know of all the crazy videos that I'm putting up. So that's it. Until the next time, go out in the world and be lovable. And don't forget, it is okay to love our age. I love you all. BISOUS.